Ibohal Meitei to deliver the presidential speech.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Rajiv Gatni, the Director and the CEO, Sunshine Healthcare Limited, Mumbai, the chief guest of the valedictory function of the 3-day program on export documentation procedures and global supply chain. Respected Sri S. Rishi Kumar Singh, President, All Manipur Entrepreneur Association, the respected Dr. L. Dismani Singh, former OSD, Export Import, and Indo-Myanmar Border Trade, and the retired General Manager, DC Imphal. Respected participants, especially the senior participants during this program, my dear colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have a beginning and we are going to have an end. We started the other day this training program and we are now coming to an end. It's the process of the life. However, as for my feeling is, I said earlier too, we have just started the beginning of the journey to reach the export business and international market. Well, ladies and gentlemen, every 1,000 miles we travel, we begin with one single step. Whenever you join this program, you join with strong determination to learn something, to take up certain aspects in the export-import related business, and you are just joining in the right place. So for that matter, I congratulate to each one of you for joining this program and making this program a great success. So the 1,000 miles we travel, we begin with a single step, and all of you have started with the right kind of step to cover the distance you will be covering based on your expectations, your aims, your goal in your business. Well, friends, we know we have some other limitations too, but we try to provide you the gist of the things, the nitty-gritty aspects of the documentation procedure, and the overall scenario of the global market. And if you want to enter in this global market, how you will be entering, some of the prerequisites, the requirements, and even the cultural aspects of a country, and the country analysis is also very, very important. And to begin with, each one of you should have a product in your hand. Maybe it can be produced by you, or it can be produced by somebody else, doesn't matter, but you should have something in your hand to do the business. And knowing fully about your business, you can think of getting your right customer in the global arena. Identify the prospective customer. In order to identify the prospective customer, you can make use of so many tools, your own contacts, your own friends, relatives, or maybe the diaspora of our state, settling in different parts of the globe, that's one part. Otherwise too, there may be so many import houses, buying houses, stationed in different cities of our country, and otherwise you can also make use of so many websites, the trade maps, the commerce.gov.in, and so many other websites which we can just make ourselves familiar and we can generate. I won't speak much on that count. I hope you have got so much of exposure on that. Well, as for this, various other countries, yes, Myanmar, if you want to strike on, Myanmar's, the country, economy, the basic indicators, what are the products available, what are the policy initiatives they are having, you must understand, and overall the customer profile, and in which segment of the market you are going to strike on. Similarly, maybe the Southeast Asian market, where you want to enter, maybe in Thailand, maybe in Cambodia or the Laos, then you should have a clear vision and clear purpose of entering in this arena. And also, we have to ask one more question to us. What sort of a product or item we have, why people will buy my product? You should have a sound and justifiable answer for that. If you don't have a sound and justifiable answer for purchasing your item, nothing like that, you can sell your product at a very, very high price too. If you are talking of the mass market, something is different. If you are talking of a niche market in the high premium class, then you can sell a very low volume of item, but at a very, very attractive prices too. So that's why it's up to you to choose what sort of a market you will be catering to. So that's why the move, the strategy, the entry, all these things are different. We have to be very much careful on that. So during these 3 days' time, we are just trying to provide you some sort of a sensitizations about the prospects as per the India's Act's policy, and Manipur happens to be the gateway of India to the Southeast Asian market. That's why in the years to come, we are going to come across so much of changes likely to take place in the state of Manipur, especially within the purview of India's Act's policy. And that's why we are required to prepare also from today onwards what could be the probable opportunities we are supposed to have in the years to come, and we should try to grasp that opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, whatever is the product, you can just say to it, the pharma items, Southeast Asian market is another, then the Brazil is also another, then about the African market, and so many Middle East market, and in fact, Manipur, Imphal Airport is now having one cargo terminal. We can make use of it to the fullest extent. So many of the agricultural producers, maybe the floriculture, one long steam cut flower is costing around $2 to $3 in the international market. And if we can just sell these flowers in the international market, means one rose, long stem rose, is about how much? Around 200 plus Indian rupee. So if 50% is a transportation cost, you can get 50% as your revenue. So that's why we are having so much of potential areas, even in the mushrooms, even the button mushrooms. How much is the cost of this 1 kg button mushroom in the international market? Maybe there are different varieties of mushrooms costing thousands and thousands of rupees. So that's why it is n number of opportunities in the international market. It's an ocean you are just supposed to get to this. So that's why these are the few things we just have. And as for some of the programs, I honestly accept your suggestions to keep this program a little longer. We just normally plan for about 5 to 6 days, but due to certain other constraints, we try to squeeze it to the 3 days program. We are also having so much other engagements. In fact, we have our own flagship programs and then other courses to be taught to the students. We have a VPOC program, we have a master program in master of vocation in 2 threads and in the 3 threads of vocational things. That's why we have to align their activities too. And at the same time, we just would like to provide, as a part of the extension services of the university, this kind of a thing. We are not engaging much of the high-profile promotional things. Okay, I know we can make use of YouTubes and in other social medias. We are not giving much importance on it for such kind of a training. We want only a selected few who can really want to work this kind of a job. So that's why I really appreciate the selected few who have joined over here. You will be getting this kind of a detailed input and you can take up something. But for giving awareness, for giving some sort of a this one, programs, then that is okay. We can do it in a big hall and we can invite a few, we can have so much of live channels, etc., to the Facebook, YouTube, and then Instagram and so on and so forth, that we can do it. That's a different kind of a promotional things, but we are not doing that. Ours is an educational establishment, we have our own limitations, but we want to provide value things to some of the serious individuals. So that's why we are just taking it of that. And we try to provide any kind of a hand-holding support. So far, over the last 10 years, when this Center of Entrepreneurship and Skill Development started, we have been engaging many of these successful entrepreneurs. I know there are so many good entrepreneurs, they have been associated with us at a certain point of time. But ours is in the government sector, and at the same time, we are working in the non-profit kind of a things. That's why we just try to provide whatever little things we can. I know if you happen to attain any kind of a training program of such type in the IMs or even the IFT, any of the management development programs, how much should be the cost of one person? It is almost not less than 1 lakh. You can just see on any website you open, how much is the cost of attending for 3 days or 5 days program? Is 70,000-80,000 to 1 lakh. Is for sure. I know I have attended, I spent in almost all the IMs of India, except a few young IMs. So that's why I try to provide all sort of a possible benefits to our young people in this state. At least you also can get certain benefits, and so that you can just take up certain aspect, and if we go together, probably we can just contribute for the better change in the society. That is the thing. And in fact, I've already shared much about this Myanmar, and so many informations are available for doing the business, all the theoretical aspects, the insight, how you'll be doing, what are the procedures, what are the documents that you can comprehend yourself by reading and also looking at these things and also engaging yourself for some sort of a internship in some of the export organizations. That way you can just comprehend yourself well. That is the one way of learning. But to begin with, any of the businesses, my dear friends, you should have at least one product in your hand. And then I want to see you people register for the IEC code if you have your own established entity, the company, the proprietorship or any other, and you just do that. You can also do the business in the domestic market, and you can also think of expanding your market by having the IEC code and the membership. Membership in the different export promotion councils. Okay, besides you can also just become a membership of FIEO. It can serve multiple purposes because the FIEO is having that kind of a provisions for marching, exporting kind of a thing. That means multiple products you can just do the exporting. And as for the certification of origin, if you are getting difficulties from getting certificates from any of the Chamber of Commerce, etc., then FIEO itself can provide a certificate of origin too. So that's why it becomes so much of simplified now. We can get the things done within a few minutes time. You can just apply online, they can provide online too. So that's why we deliberately requested few people to join here so that whatever item you want to produce or you want to do the exporting, at least you can get that kind of a benefit too. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are so many other things. That's why I just want the group, the WhatsApp group which we are having today, we just want to make it alive for some time, and then I just want to add a few more personalities, including our Rajiv sir and all the dignitaries on the dais, so that we keep on sharing some information, okay, continually, and we can have meetings after some time, and we can just keep on providing some sort of a feedback and some sort of an updation of the knowledge, and this is how we can share each other. Yes, I know we could have done some sort of a ice-breaking sessions to know each other, but maximum of the participants is from the locals, and you could have interacted whenever you just have tea or the foods. So that's why we cannot give an extra time for philosophy or any kind of interaction. But if you have some extra time during the tea break or otherwise in the lunch break, you could have just switched from one place to another. I know I could have just given you the names, and then so that even the seating arrangement could also be disturbed every day, so that you can just mix up with one person to another. That is how you can share your names, your business, and then your activities, your aspiration in life, and this is how you can make a companion. Nothing like that. You can form a company as well. Whenever you want to do some sort of a big business, it is the networking, only to become a successful enterprise. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that note, I don't want to say most of the things. Ours is an academic body, and I'm basically an academician. Whatever learning we have, we are ready to share with you all, and we also try to just share to many of the policy-making bodies in the state government for industrial policy, for any of the policy changes. We are just contemplating to have one duality park in the state of Manipur too, and in fact, it is almost in the pipeline and it is going to be taken up very soon. And then it can be associated with the export processing zones too. And then I happen to be member of the export processing, this hub district export hub. Imphal East has been identified out of the 75 export district hubs by the government of India. Imphal is one, and then we have been associating, and we are not having that much of enough infrastructure, and we have just suggested at least it can be attached with the Nilkuchi food park, and some of the special facilities be provided. Common facilities, 3 products have been identified: chakao and this pineapple, and the third one is the diversified handloom items. So that is the first. Other products can also be integrated later on, but for the first phase, these 3 items have been identified, and then they will be just getting additional facilities from the government of India. So that's how from time to time, and we have the president of All Manipur Entrepreneur Association taking up so many ventures. We have visited many places in Myanmar as well, conducted some sort of a business meet in Myanmar, and we try to bring in some of the Myanmar Chamber of Commerce people also here, and we just develop this kind of a closer nexus with such kind of a trading partners too. So that's why in the days to come, let's make these things happen. But that can be possible only when we join hands together. So let's join our hands together, let's dream together to make our place an economically vibrant place, and let's make this place a true gateway of India. And in fact, government of India is envisioning to have $5 trillion economy by the next few years down the line, 2025 and beyond. So that's why, how much should be our contributions to achieve this $5 trillion economy? That could be our dream together. So if we dream on that line, nothing like that, Manipur can also be thought of becoming a production-based kind of a area and link with the global value chains through the Southeast Asian market. These are the certain dreams we have. So I wish you all the best, and I pray the Almighty to provide all sort of energy, strength, and wisdom to each one of you, and kind of a business or any of the business activities which you are dreaming to achieve, at least with the blessings of this Almighty, you may be flourishing and you may become a successful business persons in the years to come. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, respected sir, for your insightful deliberation. Having heard the deliberations from the esteemed dignitaries, may I now invite Dr.